Welcome back to today's economic news, where we break down the economics behind the headlines and bring you the stories that matter. I'm John, your host, and today we are turning our attention to a monumental geopolitical ripple that could affect the global economy. China's ominous warning of war over the United States' $11.1 billion weapons package sale to Taiwan. Now, you might be wondering, why should this concern you? In a world where your tax dollars are at play and your future financial stability could be impacted, stay tuned as we peel back the layers of this international dilemma. So let's set the stage for what's truly at stake. Picture this. A massive sum of $11.1 billion is greenlit by the US Department of State to equip Taiwan with cutting-edge military apparatus, all in the name of defense. We're talking about 82 HIMARS launchers, 420 long-range ATACMS missiles, self-propelled howitzers, and more. What if I told you that this package alone translates to roughly $34 from every American taxpayer, funneled out of your wallet to fuel a potential conflict an ocean away? And the kicker? You receive nothing tangible in return, except perhaps heightened tensions on a global scale. Before we delve into today's predicament, let's rewind a bit. Remember back in 1979, the Taiwan Relations Act, an intricate piece of legislation that has since seen the U.S. walk a tightrope, balancing its commitment to Taiwan's self-defense while tiptoeing around one China policy. Fast forward to the present, and we find ourselves under President Xi Jinping's intensified military focus. With China's sword rattling and its robust claim over Taiwan, the American response seems unmistakably assertive, as if saying, we're ready to back Taiwan, come what may. But at what cost? As this theater of power plays unfolds, one can't help but ponder who truly benefits. And are we, the citizens, merely pawns in this global chess game? Now let's dive into the hard data and see how we got here. This $11.1 billion package is staggering in its scope. To break it down, besides the advanced artillery and missile systems, we see investments in military software and anti-armor weapons. Why does this matter? Because as aggressive as it sounds, this investment into Taiwan's defense is meant to deter volatility in the region and maintain a status quo against China's expanding military might. But here's the catch. We already have a $20 billion backlog in undelivered arms to Taiwan. Yes, you heard it right, $20 billion sitting in limbo, meaning promises made yet to be fulfilled. Does it make sense to add more to this pile? Is this promise of security truly worth the potential havoc it could unleash on global peace? And let's not forget the voices from the East challenging this move. China's Guo Jiakun from their foreign ministry asserts that this arms sale does nothing but squander hard-earned money and risks turning Taiwan into a powder keg. The truth of the matter is, these words aren't spoken lightly. Setting aside emotions, they raise a pertinent point. Are these weapons genuinely a means of defense, or are they provocations in disguise, nudging the world closer to the brink of conflict? Moving into the heart of the matter, it's time for some straight talk from a libertarian angle. Let's dissect how this impacts us beyond the esoteric geopolitical arena. First, inflation, the silent thief lurking in the shadows. When $11.1 billion is plunged into military spending, what do we see? National debt rising, the specter of inflation looming, and financial pressures squeezing the average American household tighter by the day. It's your dollars being pulled away from vital domestic needs to arm far-off shores. And secondly, consider the act of government incompetence. An arms sale over deft diplomacy signals a failure in strategic leadership. Does this bare-knuckled approach truly resolve disputes, or does it merely fuel a dangerous cycle of he said, she said on the world stage? Are we to accept this as the hallmark of American foreign policy, conflict over conversation? Lastly, the loss of liberty cannot be overstated. By becoming entangled in Taiwan's defense, the U.S. not only risks military confrontation, but also surrenders its sovereign choices to the whims of international politics. The average American is left to shoulder the fear and uncertainty of potential retaliatory actions. Do we consent to this militarization, or is there a pathway to peace begging to be prioritized? So here's the million-dollar question. Is this arms sale a protective measure, or are we sowing seeds of instability that could germinate into something far more grim? In conclusion, if you find yourself frustrated with paying for strategies that leave the world more perilous than before, hit that subscribe button. Stay connected, and let's continue to question these high-stakes decisions together. Thank you for joining us today on today's economic news. I'm John, and as always, we appreciate your time and engagement. Until next time, stay informed, stay questioning, and let's demand accountability for the future we deserve.